Well, welcome back everybody to another video. We are going to Arena Championship Series 6 live at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're having a great sold-out show right there for all the fans out there, and they're going to get ready right here for the Steel City, and I know everybody's ready to get it on right there. And now we're going to have the starting bracket. Right now we'll have Scooby-Doo will be taking on Tailgater, Twisted Addiction will be taking on Gravedigger, then Shockwave over Kill Evolution, and then Soldier Fortune and Pirate's Curse. We're going to get ready to get started right there as here he comes. So get ready for some Pittsburgh action for the Steel City show. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Wendy Corduroy in the Scooby-Doo monster truck. She's ready to rock and roll out there. And her opponent will be taking on Melvin the Hamster in the Tailgater monster truck. Now this is Melvin's second truck. He usually drives Sriracha, that everybody remembers last season. That was his main truck. But now he's moving on to Tailgater after Bombshell's now back in Bigfoot. And even though Tailgater has no driver, so we're going to put Melvin the Hamster in this one. Down to the final turn, looks like Scooby, Tailgater hanging in there, and Tailgater looks like got it by a little bit of an inch, and your winner goes to Melvin the Hamster and Tailgater. What a good race by Melvin, the former Sriracha driver. Melvin never gives out there. He put out at the hand and he put the throttle right there, knocking out Wendy Corduroy and Scooby-Doo. And now here comes the next one, Hank in Twisted Addiction from the movie called Paws of Fury, and we're going to see what he's going to do. And his opponent is going to be Chuck in Gravedigger. Now, he's another character from the Angry Birds movie. For a lot of people that didn't notice that Chuck used to drove Torque Terror. Torque Terror was his truck. I remember the first season back in 2019, he was a dominator with that truck. But ever since Torque Terror doesn't exist no more, now you get the ride with Gravedigger. It's an honor for him. And Chuck has a little trouble, not the way he wanted to start. And it looks like Twisted Addiction got the best of him. Your winner goes to Hank because Chuck had a little trouble because he banged the wall pretty easy to the side of the back side of the left side of the tires. Not the way he wanted. Let's go look at the replay right now. At least he tried everything he can out there. Not bad by Hank, but Chuck had a little bad news luck, and look at that. He banged the wall right there. Not really the way he wanted, but hey, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it, so stuff happens for a reason. So yeah, that's how it is. Pulling up the starting line, here comes Hassan in the Shockwave monster truck. He is also the driver of Punisher, that is Tank's cousin. And now his opponent in her Monster Jam debut, it's Mommy Longlegs and Overkill Evolution. Overkill Evolution has his second driver. The original driver was Mr. Fox, but now it's Mommy Longlegs. Let's see what she's going to be doing her Monster Jam debut. And not the way we're going to have to start because Hassan has experienced Monster Jam way before her, and it looks like not the good way to start for Mommy Longlegs. And for those of you guys that didn't notice, Mommy Longlegs is representing from a video game called Poppy Playtime, which is Poppy Playtime Chapter 2. She's the main protagonist from the villain. So that's Mommy Longlegs. We have, for the first time ever, we had a villain in a long time. She wasn't the first one, but still, it is what it is. Now we're going to the next one. Zeus Ramirez in Pirate's Curse taking out Rocky the Rottweiler, Soldier Fortune. This is going to be a good one because these are the two heavy hitter trucks are going to go at it right there. Zeus, Rocky, here we go. Both trucks are looking good right now. Here comes Rocky trying to get in there, and Zeus is trying to get in the game. Down to the final turn, Rocky's trying to hang in there. Here comes Zeus, and it looks like Zeus got the best of him. Your winner is Zeus Ramirez in Pirate's Curse, knocking it out. Last year, Zeus almost nearly got to win his arena championship, but didn't work out well. But this year, I got a feeling this year could be his year. But we never know because we're just barely started for the year for these guys. So we're going to get it on right there. What a good one out there. We're going to go to the semifinals between Tailgater, Twisted Addiction, Shockwave versus Pirate's Curse. This is going to be the battle matchup between all these four trucks and who is going to go to the Monster Jam semifinals. We're going to get ready to get started right there between those four trucks, and only two of them will meet each other in the championship race. Who will it be? I'm not so sure yet, but we're going to get ready to find out as we get ready to move on to the next one. Pulling up the starting line, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Melvin the Hamster in the Tailgater monster truck. Melvin is getting ready to get it on right there. And now his opponent will be taking on Hank in Twisted Addiction. This is a battle between two good trucks, especially from all the way from the Mid-Eastern. They're from the East area, or you can say the East Coast trucks from the real world, Twisted Addiction and Tailgater. And here we go. They're going to get started right there. Both trucks are looking good right there between Tailgater and Twisted Addiction. Down to the final turn, Tailgater's trying to get in there. Here comes Twisted Addiction and Tailgater. Wow, got the best of him. Your winner goes to Melvin the Hamster. And he's going to be advancing to the championship race in a while, for the first time in a while since fewer years when he used to drove Sriracha, but this time he's going to the championship race. Melvin has never won a racing title, but maybe this year could be his year. I'm not so sure. Well, actually, he did win a racing title. I'm sorry, my bad. I meant to say it's been a while. He's been in a championship race since last year, but he has won racings before in last season before, but we'll see how it is. Who's going to meet Melvin the Hamster? Will it be Zeus Ramirez in Pirate's Curse? Will it be Hassan in Shockwave? Here we go. And it looks like Tank's cousin wanted to try to go for it to be like his cousin, but he hasn't passed Zeus Ramirez because he's also good in his tour. Down to Fontaine. Looks like Zeus is taking the lead right now, and Zeus got the best of Hank. Well, Hank almost nearly had it, but he turned really too far. So your winner goes to Zeus Ramirez in Pirate's Curse. Let's go look at the replay right now. Zeus Ramirez got the best of him, and then so far Hank tried everything he can out there. Not the way he wanted, but it is what it is. You can't do anything about it. So all that stuff. And now we're going to go to the official Monster Jam Championship race between Tailgater and Pirate's Curse. This is going to be the battle between those two trucks are going to go at it. Let's see who's going to be trying to do it. Remember, the road to World Finals 27 here in the Vice City. Vice City is calling each one of those guys' names out there. I know these guys want to go to Vice City so bad, but we're going to see how it goes. Zeus Ramirez and Pirate's Curse ready to rock and rolling out there. And now his opponent will be taking on Melvin the Hamster in Tailgater. We're going to see how it goes. Melvin and Zeus hasn't met each other. This is their first time meeting each other in the track. They have never met, and we're going to get started. Technical bad start with Pirate's Curse. Not the way he wanted to start because Zeus nearly slept on the thing. There's no red light or anything like that, but other than that, that's how it is. And it looks like Tailgater is going to be the winner. Melvin the Hamster, has been a while he won racing. Let's see how he does it for this year. Melvin the Hamster really rocking and rolling out there. I like the part how he's not trying to give it up. He's trying to play the game out there, and he doesn't play the victim. He plays the vector out of there in that track. What a good race out there. And it looks like your winner goes to Tailgater, Melvin the Hamster. Congratulations. Very proud for his accomplishment that he's tried everything he can out there. Not bad for his win and stuff like that, so everything. So coming next, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Monster Jam two-wheel skills competition as we get ready to get started right there. All right. There's a battle between a lot of the trucks and drivers out there. They're going to get it on right there as they're going to get ready to fulfill their destiny, how they're going to try to do out there. And I'm looking forward to see what's going to happen right there as we're going to get ready to see what's going to happen. And here we go. Mommy Longlegs in Overkill Evolution. Let's see what she's going to try to do. This is her first Monster Jam debut. Now, for a lot of people that didn't notice during off camera, I did an independent show. Not during the camera, but we would love to do an independent or a minor league show, whatever you guys can call it. Mommy Longlegs dominated back in the Fresno show. When they were doing the Fresno show down at the Fresno Fairground, she dominated, and that was her first time debuting. I thought she was going to do the same thing in Monster Jam, but I did not expect that she was not going to, you know, did well, everything like that. Well, not the way what I wanted to see from her, but she got one more hit to go. We know that her husband, Daddy Longlegs, her child, Baby Longlegs, is watching. You know, they're watching how, you know, Daddy Longlegs watching his wife, Baby Longlegs watching his mom, how she's performing. And Mommy Longlegs, no, I don't see that happening. Although we're using the other YouTuber called Game Tunes, the YouTuber, Game Tunes, that's the YouTuber. We're doing that Mommy Longlegs version of her driving. Although she may have long legs, like, you know, all that stuff in behind the wheel of a truck, but I don't think it's going to be, quite frankly, would be enough. And now the score is going to be 1.021. That is her score. The fans gave her a 1.020. Well, and the experts give her a 1.095. I mean, it's a really decent score for all the guys, but experts, still weird score, weird decisions. Fans, same thing, but I would say in the middle and stuff, but I don't know. The meter's just being weird with that score, but that's how Mommy Longlegs get the score. Coming up, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Wendy Corduroy in the Scooby-Doo monster truck. Let's see if she's going to represent all her Scooby-Doo drivers out, or the Scooby-Doo fans out there. She's the only Scooby-Doo driver out there to try to see what she's going to try to do. First hit, not really, but she has one more hit to go. One more hit to go for Wendy Corduroy in Scooby-Doo. Let's see, can she try to handle it into the game out there? I'm not so sure if she's going to try to handle it right there. And looks like she's going to try to... Whoa! Careful! And can she save it? Reverse the truck. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. And the fans are loving it right now because although it's not a perfect two-wheel skill, but the fans loving it so far right there for Wendy Corduroy and Scooby-Doo. I got a feeling they're going to give her a good score just because of that trick. And it's supposed to be two-wheel skills. You're supposed to hit the, you know, the wheels and stuff. So I'm not so sure yet, but that's how it is and stuff. But we'll see. And the score is going to be 4.635. And the fans gave her a 4.307. Expert judges give her a 4.07001. So pretty good, decent score. I will be honest. It's a really decent score for Scooby-Doo. Although it's not a two-wheel skill that I wouldn't count. Well, maybe slightly just for a teeny bit. But hey, at least she saved her truck herself. But still, it's a really good one. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Chuck and Gravedigger. Let's see what Chuck's going to do. Even though he may be a speedy bird, but let's see if he can make this truck a speedy way. Get it? Like speedy. Alright, anyways, let's get it on right there. So Chuck is trying to do his best. I asked him that, you know, that now that Torque Terror's gone, now you got to ride a Gravedigger. What is his opinion? He said that, you know what? It's going to be awesome. 2% of Team Gravedigger. You know, everybody's fan favorite truck. I can't wait to see. Only pain in the butt moments that, you know, I'm going to have some other moments and stuff like that. But still, it's going to be a big, heavy fans I'm going to have. But turns out not the way he wanted. So there will be no score for Chuck and Gravedigger this time because unfortunately that's going to cost him. I know he did not want this to happen. Remember, if you get NAs, it's going to boost bad rapidly on your score, and it's not looking good. Yeah, like I mentioned before, there's no score for Gravedigger, unfortunately. So Gravedigger, it is not really going to get the score out there for what he needed and stuff, but still, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So that's how it is and stuff like that, but still, everything. So yeah, that's how it is and stuff right there. All right, Monster Jam fans. Well, that was a good race, but we still got more trucks action. Here comes Rocky the Rottweiler in Soldier Fortune. Let's see what he's going to do for tonight. Doing for all the Rottweilers out there. Anyone that owns a Rottweiler, make sure you guys get ready because this is for anybody who's a Rottweiler fan or who owns a Rottweiler, this one's for you guys. Anyways, Rocky the Rottweiler gonna try to do it. Come on, Rocky, save the truck. No, there will be, unfortunately, well, not the way I wanted to see right now. There will be no score for Rocky. I know he's very disappointed right there. At least Rocky tried his best, you know. He did everything he can out there. He tried to show it off. Not the way he wanted to do, but still, it is what it is. Trying to show it off to all the great Monster Jam fans out there. And yep, I was right. There will be no score for Rocky. He did everything he can out there, trying to show the love and support for all the fans out there. But still, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So Rocky, you know, does everything he can. Can't do nothing about it. So that's how it is and stuff. So yeah, that's how it is for Rocky. Speaking of Rocky, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the next truck. Here comes Hank in Twisted Addiction. Let's see what Hank is going to do that he's going to really rock and roll in. He's a former samurai, but now from a samurai to a monster truck driver. He drove so many different trucks before until he did last season. Last season was his debut season, so this is second season with Monster Jam. But this time, under Twisted Addiction. And to the jump, not really. Not really. I don't see that happening right now. So, yeah, I don't see that happening. One more hit to go for Twisted Addiction. Let's see, can he try to reverse the truck? Okay, yeah, okay, he's doing it. Okay, I will give him that. That's a really, really solid, decent run. I'll give him that. Not bad by Hank. You know, he did everything he can out there for trying to show it off right there. And, yeah, so that's what I like to see about it. He's just trying to hit it off, trying to show his motions, everything like that. So, and the score's a 4.285. The fans give him a 3.902. And the expert judges give him a 4.199. I mean, not the way he wanted, but it is what it is. But still, you know, appreciate for what Hank has done. You know, he tried everything he can out there to show it off. So, yeah, that's how it is. You know, you can't say anything. So, that's how it goes. Speaking of that, here comes Hassan in the Shockwave. And that's also their trailer mates. I forgot to mention, Shockwave and Twisted Addiction are trailer mates again this year, back to back. But we'll see how Hassan is going to try to do. He's ready to get it on right there. Trying to show it off right there. And looks like he's going to reverse the truck. And pretty not bad. I will give him that. Okay, that's a really solid, decent run out there. But still, he has one more hit to go. Let's see what he's going to try. One more hit to go as Hank is trying to pull it in there. It looks like that he's going to try to go for the 8-pack, I believe. Yeah, it looks like he's going to try to hit the 8-pack. Or not the 8-pack, I'm sorry, the BKT tires. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that one point. And let's see, up over the jump, perfect sky wheelie. And all right, pretty much that's it. I guess so. I mean, what a good, decent run right there by Hank. You know, he did everything he can out there, trying to show it off, you know, trying to be the best by being the best on his own, showing off to all the great Monster Jam fans. And I really like the part how he's trying to do everything in this phenomenal world, trying to show it off, no doubt about it, trying to be the best by being the best for everything he can out there for his position. So we'll see how any more times coming right there for Hank in Twisted Addiction. So, I mean, I'm sorry, not Hank, Hassan in Shockwave. But Hassan really did okay, but it was a really solid, decent run by Hassan, but we'll see some more. We're down to the second to last. Here comes Sus Ramirez in the Pirate's Curse. Let's see what he's going to try to do for his skills competition for tonight. Trying to show it off right there to all the great Monster Jam fans out there. And it looks like he's going to get it on right there. And Seuss is going to try to be the best. And come on, Seuss. Yes, he's got it. Okay, he's got it. That's okay. Okay, that's a really decent run right there for Seuss. Seuss Ramirez is trying to hang in there right there as he's trying to be the one trying to get in the game out there. And it looks like he's going to try to go right there to the jump. Perfect sky wheelie. Not bad by Seuss Ramirez in Pirate's Curse. He's just doing everything. Phenomenal job. And that's what he was trying to do. He never doubt on himself. Try to be the best what he's trying to do. And he's trying to get everything he can out there. What a good run by Seuss Ramirez in Pirate's Curse. It looks like he's doing everything in his phenomenal way. I like the part how he reversed the truck and he looks like he flipped it over, went back. The other one, he did the sky wheelie, and the score is going to be 6.359. That's his score. Fans give him a 6.289. Expert judges give him a 5.987. I mean, decent run by Seuss Ramirez in Pirate's Curse. What a good run out there. But still, we got more trucks, more action right here for Monster Jam. Representing from everyone's favorite, Gravity Falls, and there's your boy Seuss. So we got one more truck to go. Here comes Melvin the Hamster in Tailgater. Let's see if he's going to try to beat all these guys' competition. His main goal is that let's see if he can try to clean sweep the entire competition. He won racing earlier, but let's see can he try to do for two-wheel skills and possibly freestyle. We'll see. Okay, perfect moonwalk. I like the part. That's a good start for right now for the Tailgater. So he has one more hit to go. Tailgater looks like he's trying to hang it up right there. Fun fact is this truck used to be called Snakebite, but we turned into an alligator and it became known as Tailgater, so they turned Snakebite to Tailgater. We hope Snakebite could come back one day, but right now, as of now, it's just going to be Tailgater. And it looks like Tailgater's trying to hang in there right there. And to the jump out there, and solid decent run. I will give him that. Okay, that's a solid decent run. But not the way I wanted to see, but still, it is what it is. But hey, that's how it is. What a good run by Tailgater, and looks like he tried everything he can out there to try to show it off out there. No doubt about it, he did everything. So it's a 5.461. That is a score. The fans give him a 5.123. Experts give him a 5.981. I mean, it is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. So that's how the decision has been made right there. Well, what a good run out there for Tailgater. At least he tried everything he can out there, but that's how it is. All right, Monster Jam fans, it looks like Seuss Ramirez in Pirate's Curse is your two-wheel skills winner. Congratulations to Seuss Ramirez as he boosted up. But Melvin the Hamster looks like he could catch up. So this is a neck and neck. Now remember, who is going to be higher score? Now, this is a neck and neck because coming next is freestyle. Whoever has the higher score freestyle between Melvin the Hamster or Seuss Ramirez, one of them is going to walk out with an overall event champion. Right now, it's a tiebreaker, but there has to be one winner. Whoever gets that one extra, whoever has the bigger score than the other is the winner. If Melvin has a bigger score than Seuss, he's the winner for overall event. But if Seuss gets it, Seuss will be the overall event. Speaking of that, here comes freestyle. Here comes Wendy Corduroy in the Scooby-Doo monster truck. Let's see what she's gonna do, representing all the baddie women's out there as she's getting ready to get it on right there. Wendy Corduroy is gonna get it on right there, and her freestyle run has just started right there. Wendy Corduroy, well, careful, Wendy. You don't want to flip your truck over. And good thing, shout out to the crew members for replacing some of the parts from the body. They use Bondo. Bondo's the thing for to fix fiberglasses. That's what we use for ours, to fix our fiberglasses for the trucks. I mean, there's some parts that are remnants that are still in good condition. There's some that they're replacement because we make not one, not two, but three backup bodies for it. And look like there goes the collarbone is getting off the truck right there. And Wendy Corduroy is still doing her freestyle moment. The collar is still hanging on to the back side of the right side of the tire. Oh, it looks like it's off. Okay, the collar's out, but the only thing you can see, the collar's on the sideways. Now it became a regular pickup truck. Just the tail and the ears are still in it. Wendy Corduroy. Now, I asked her a while ago about, driving Monster Jam, especially with Scooby-Doo. She said it's great to represent Scooby-Doo. Hopefully this season's her season to go to the World Finals. Her main goal is to try to go to the World Finals. That's what she wanted to do. No doubt Wendy wanted to go to the World Finals. That's what her main goal is. But, however, it's up to her how she's going to try to do. Corduroy trying to do everything she can out there. And it looks like she's just trying to rock and rolling out there. Not bad right there into the jump. Almost right there. 15 seconds to go for Wendy Corduroy in Scooby-Doo. Let's see what Scooby got this. Can Scooby-Doo got some juice inside? If Wendy has some juice inside of her, she can try to get in the game out there. Surprisingly, nothing destroyed right there here in the Steel City. And whoa, perfect jump right there. That's what I'm talking about. And Wendy Corduroy, not bad for this lad right there. Not bad for the redhead right there. People calls her the redhead, but still, she really did it all for the women's out there, trying to show women power right there. And that's what she's trying to do. Let's go look at the replay right now. Wendy Corduroy never gave it up on everything she can out there. Perfect freestyle. I have never doubt on her for everything like that, and that's what she's trying to do. And the score is 7.63. The fans give her 7.249. Experts give her 7.823. I mean, good scores, decent scores for both of them. At least they're decent on both fans and experts. So I'm not saying that they're both wrong or anything. I believe the fans could have scored. This time the experts give it a good score. That's just my opinion. But still, what a great moment by Wendy Corduroy and Scooby-Doo. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Chuck in the Gravedigger. Let's see what Chuck is going to try to do his best to get on by being the best. Chuck is no doubt about it, trying to do everything he can out there, just showing off to all the great Monster Jam fans out there as he gets all ready to get on the scores out there. As he's trying to do the best he can out there, trying to race it up, make sure he's trying not to make it out there. And not bad by the run right there for the star right there for Chuck. Chuck looks like he's going to get it on right there as he's trying to be the best by being the best, and perfect jump right there for the start right there of the season. He's about a minute to go right there. Let's see, can he handle it right there into his world of Monster Jam right there. Play the game out there. He never wants to doubt on himself to try to be the best, but either way, he's just trying to get in the game out there for all that stuff. Chuck looks like he's going to do the best he can out there and trying to play it up. He doesn't want to be the one trying to lose it up right there. He wants to tense it up on himself to get it on the game out there, and there's still no doubt about it. Perfect jump right there by Chuck. Let's see if he can try to reverse the truck. Not bad. Okay, 30 seconds to go. Let's see, can Chuck handle it right there as he's going to do the best. And whoa, Chuck, come on, Chuck. Chuck, hang it in there. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And he saved the truck. Amazing start by Chuck and Gravedigger. Let's see what he's going to try to do. 15 seconds to go. Can he try to get it on the game out there? And he's about almost there. 10 seconds to go. Chuck is having some good freestyle, good results. If he could try to get good scores, he doesn't have to win. He can try to boost it up because it could try to get in the game out there. And not bad by Chuck and Gravedigger. Everybody's loving it so far. Amazing run by Chuck and Gravedigger. He really rock and rolling out there. He has no doubt about it. Trying to show it to all the fans out there to be the one by being the best. What a good race out there. Chuck, I am very proud for all his accomplishment. He did everything he can out there. There is still no doubt about it right there as he's trying to play it and pull up the game in the upsets and everything like that. And the score is going to be 9.165. Wow, that's a good score. The fans gave him a 9.023. Expert judges give him 9.350. Really good scores. I'll say decent scores between everyone else they did, but still, without a doubt, it's a really amazing stuff right there as he tried everything he can in his phenomenal way. That's how it is, and you know what? It's the best thing to see what he's going to try to do. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Mommy Longlegs in Overkill Evolution, and let's see what she's going to try to do. She's going to ready to rock and rolling out there. You can hear the noise, you can smell the methanol fuel inside the arena. That's my favorite part. And Overkill Evolution is on her way to the bounce. Mommy Longlegs looks like she's going to try to play the game out there, and she's no doubt about it going to be a future Monster Jam driver. But so far, racing skills, didn't see it, but let's see if freestyle could be her night right there just to shine. At least if freestyle could be the one, could be her night, but we'll see how it goes. But still, we'll see what Mommy Longlegs is going to do. And it looks like she's rocking and rolling out there. She's no doubt about it, trying to play the game out there. And she's trying to be like, rolling, rocking and rolling out there. Perfect jump out there right there by Mommy Longlegs. Now, Mommy Longlegs couldn't believe it that she's finally in the Monster Jam, the Monster Jam participant right there. Because, however, the thing is that she's just trying to play the game out there. She's just trying to do the best she can. And, right there. And all that stuff. But still, my favorite part about Overkill Evolution is the colors. I love the neon. I love the colors. The colors look absolutely phenomenal with the truck. I love the gray, the blue, the purple, or the black, whatever. Very amazing colors. And she's going to cycle in time. Almost kind of, yeah, you could say. It kind of reminds me, giving me that Vice City vibes. That's why I want to see Overkill Evolution this come to World Finals, because it gives me that Vice City vibes with that color and stuff. 10 seconds to go. Let's see Mommy Longlegs can try to do everything she can. And, fun fact is she's not the only one that drives the truck. We used to have another driver called Mr. Fox himself from Fantastic Mr. Fox. Used to drove this truck a long time ago. Now he retired. He doesn't do monster trucks anymore. Now Mommy Longlegs took over. And what a great performance. At least her freestyle wasn't that bad in her Monster Jam debut. And she did it for everybody right there down in Pittsburgh. Go look at the replay right there for Mommy Longlegs in Overkill Illusion, as we're going to check the scores right away. Pretty good, solid, decent runs. I'll give her that. You know, there's no doubt about it. And the score is going to be 8.596. Fans gave her a 7.902. Experts give her an 8.302. What a good run by Mommy Longlegs in Overkill Evolution, as she really to, you know, withdraw her stance, trying to show it off right there, trying to be the best by trying to be the best out there, you know, everything like that. So what a good race out there by Mommy Longlegs, but she has one more hit to go. Coming in next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Rocky the Rottweiler in the Soldier Fortune. We're getting ready to see what he's going to do. We're presenting all the militaries out there. And a lot of people that thinks that what theme song Soldier Fortune is using, not the actual truck song, is Dogs of War by AC/DC, because it has the word Soldier Fortune, but it makes sense. Anyways, we're presenting all the military people out there. And Rocky looks like, wow, pretty not bad how he's trying to get in the game out there. He's trying to do the best. Soldier Fortune, Rocky the Rottweiler, doing absolutely phenomenal in his run out there. And he's trying to pull it up right there, as he's trying to pull it up the winner out there, as he's going to do everything he can out there. Now, Rocky's really a heavy, decent truck out there. I remember he used to drove Wolverine. Before Soldier Fortune, he used to drove Wolverine and really different trucks, which Wolverine made a name for himself. Especially, I'll never forget the time, a long time ago, when we were in one of my cities, my imaginary hometown cities, when he won Double Down at the time before Skills was a competition. Now it's just Racing Freestyle at the time. Rocky really plummeted with everything. Like, he just did it absolutely phenomenal, and that's what he did. And under 38 seconds to go for Rocky the Rottweiler. Can he try to hang in there? He doesn't want to hang loose. He just wants to be the one by being the best out there and try to show it off out there. Really not bad out there. 25 seconds to go. Let's see, can Rocky split him up and try to get in the game out there, as he's trying to force it to go to win right there. But he has no doubt about it, trying to do absolutely phenomenal in the game out there. 13 seconds to go. Let's see if Rocky try to get in there, as he's going to surprisingly get in the game out there. And he's 7 seconds to go. Let's see if he can try to do up over the log stack, and he's doing absolutely phenomenal. That was a good race by Rocky the Rottweiler, Soldier Fortune. I really love how Rocky the Rottweiler never doubt on himself, you know, trying to be the best by being the best and stuff like that. But still, he is doing absolutely phenomenal that everything he's going to be trying to do, what he's trying to set back. However, is no doubt about it for his, you know, petition for everything like that. And the score is going to be 9.075, and the fans give him a 9.002. Experts give him an 8.992, which is, that's how the score is for Rocky the Rottweiler, Soldier Fortune. He did everything phenomenal. I would give him that. That was pretty a solid, decent run out there, and all that stuff. But still, it is what it is. Rocky, really absolutely phenomenal. Did everything he can out there, no doubt about it. But still, it is what it is, that he tried everything as he should. Here comes Hassan in the Shockwave monster truck. Let's see what Hassan is going to try to do right there. He is Tank's cousin, the driver of the Punisher. And let's see what Tank's cousin is going to try to do. Never been to a World Finals. He always wants to go. That's his biggest dream out there. And he's trying to do the best he can out there. Trying to show it off, but we'll see how it goes right there. Anyways, Hassan is trying to get up there, pulling the game out there. I asked him, you know, what is it like now that you see your cousin Tank is undefeated? He says, you know what? Happy and jealous. Happy for him because it's well-deserved. Jealous of him because he's undefeated, but I don't know how he has it. I don't, but it's all good. You know, love my cousin. He's a good guy, you know. Tank's been a heck of a driver, you know, no doubt about it. We'll love to be the one, maybe win, maybe one day, maybe it could be this season. Probably not, but we'll see. And it looks like he did a good spinner-rooting out there. Not bad, and the fans love that spinner-rooting move by Hassan in Shockwave. It is about one more hit to go. Can Hassan hang it in there? Let's see, he's about a few more seconds to go. Let's see, can he try to fight his way to get back up, to try to show it off, to go for all those wins out there. And perfectly run out there. Not bad. I will give him that. And it looks like he's about 30 seconds to go. Let's see, he's going to do his cyclone time. Cyclone time. Cyclone. Oh, okay. Almost had it, but really that's seeing what he's trying to do here at the city out there. And it looks like Hank is trying to... Oh, it looks like he got a flat tire on the backside. Well, not the way you want it to do, but still, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure that was a phenomenal version of how he's trying to do the best he can out there. But still, I like the part how Shockwave get in the game out there. There's no doubt about it. He's just trying to pull it up and, you know, try to get in the game out there. What a good run by Hank. Hassan and Shockwave. Hassan and Shockwave. Anyway, score is going to be 9.968. That's a score. Fans give him 9.890. Experts give him a 9.497, which is good scores. I'll say both of them are really solid, decent. Both of them, although that one of them is shorter than the other, but still it's a really decent for Hassan and Shockwave. Hassan, really phenomenal this run out there. Very proud of this guy. He just plays out there, never doubted this, and that's all he does. Speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Hank in Twisted Addiction. Let's see what he's going to try to do to show it up, to pull the upset right there. Hank is going to try to be the one by being the best out there, and let's see what he's going to try to do. And it looks like his start has just come up with it, and we're going to see how it goes. Alrighty, and we're going to see what Tank is going to try to do to show it off right there, to be the one by being the best out there, and try to playfulness right there. Anyways, I'm getting a little off topic right there. So I talked to Hank earlier. I told him that you made it to the championship race, but you lost to Jonathan Lockhart. Maybe this year, can you make it to the World Finals? He said he's going to try his best, but in his eyes and his knowledge, maybe there is still no doubt that I might make it to the World Finals this time. Even if I don't, hopefully I can, because I know I'm going to. Let's hope so, because I am really hoping that prediction that I would love to see Hank in the World Finals, because I like to see him in the lineup. But remember, he has a lot of trucks and drivers out there right behind him. And Hank is going to be trying to get in the game out there. Up over the BKT tire stack. Not bad with his big jumps out there. Trying to show it off out there. Looks like he's trying to be the one by trying to show it off to all the great fans out there. And perfectly jumps out there. Gets out there. Trying to, no doubt about it, to try to go for some wins and stuff like that. And it looks like the officials are going to cut his timing, because unfortunately it looks like there's been some wobbling going on the backside of the backside tires. Those are the turning tires, and doesn't look good, because it looks like he just busted really good. It's because too much of jumps and everything like that. It's just it couldn't handle the pressure no more, so it just got the best of him. So unfortunately, you know what, you can't do nothing about it, so that's how it is. Anyway, 7.895, it is his score. The fans give him a 7.540, and the experts give him a 7.826. Well, really solid, decent run, but still tried his best, but not the way he wanted. But still, it is what it is right there from Hank in Twisted Addiction. So hey, at least he did everything he can out there. There's no doubt about it. But you know what, Hank is the man right there. He's the baddest man. Future World Finals, possibly a future World Finals champion. He could possibly win. And you know what? Hopefully we'll see him this coming up World Finals in Vice City. All right, Monster Jam fan, here's another truck that I would love to see at the World Finals, because he's well-deserved. Sus Ramirez in Pirate's Curse. Last year, he was super close. I was expecting he was going to go for it, but apparently it wasn't really the way I wanted to see right there. But we'll see how Sus does it, because you know what? Maybe it could be this season, but we will see how it goes. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Freestyle has just started right there for Sus Ramirez in Pirate's Curse. I like the part how he's trying to keep it decent out there. Right there for his runs out there, and perfectly jump right there by Sus Ramirez. And let's see what he's going to try to get in the game out there. Over there and over there, right there, he's going to try to hit it up, and not bad. Okay, I will give him that. There's no doubt about it for Sus Ramirez in Pirate's Curse. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, now he bypasses 1 minute. He's eligible to make the score. I asked him earlier, will this year, can you be going to the World Finals? Like, he's going to try to, but it looks like it's going to cut him off, because unfortunately the truck had banged the wall really nasty, and it broke the left side of the back side of the tire. Because not broke the tire, more of it damaged the rod that was supposed to attach the tire to make it the turn, because without that he doesn't have rear steer in it, so there's no point. Anyway, so it's 5.428. That's the score. The fans give him a 5.201. Expert judge give him a 4.995. Not the way he wanted, but still, I'm kind of a little disappointed. It could have done a little more, but it is what it is. I can't do nothing about it, so that's how it is. All right, Monster Jam fans, here comes our very last freestyle competition. Melvin the Hamster in the Tailgater Monster Truck. Let's see what Tailgater is going to do right there for his Monster Jam action out there. And it looks like Tank is going to try to raise it up out there, and he has just started right there. Let's see what he's going to try to do for the game out there. Perfectly start right there by Hank in Tailgater right there, as he's trying to do the best he can out there. Perfectly jump out there. Wow, okay, I will give him that. That is still not that bad. Not bad, bad of the run right there, but he's doing everything he can in this phenomenal race out there, trying to show it off out there. And perfectly, you know what, he's just trying to do the best he can out there, and that's what he's trying to do. And it looks like he's going to try to get it up, and he's going to bypass this 1 minute. Can he? Yes, he is. Okay, yes, okay, he is. He's eligible to make the score. But still, let's see what he's going to try to do. So Melvin looks like he's going to miss Sriracha. I asked him earlier, are you going to miss Sriracha a lot? He's like, you know, I'm going to miss the truck, but, you know, with Tailgater, let's see what's going to happen for this season. You know, it's my, you know, new season, new truck, so we'll see how it goes. So let's see how we rock and rolling out there for, you know, to start, show it off to all the fans. And whoa, perfectly, wow, and he saved the truck, and I like it. And the fans of Pittsburgh are loving it. Oh, careful with the wall, Tank. I mean, Melvin, sorry, Melvin. Melvin has to be careful with the wall because they want him to be careful with that. All right, he's eligible to go, but the official says one more hit. They give him a hand signal saying one more hit, that means you're done. So you got to be careful with the wall. You can't be banging walls. Good thing about nickel and NDaC cards, they do watch out for safeties, but remember, it depends how the run goes. So they only can give chances, but depending how it goes. Anyways, 10 more seconds to go. I really like the run out there, and pretty not bad for his run right there for Tailgater. And I like the part that he's not trying to, you know, he's trying to play the game out there. No doubt about it. And he's going to cyclone time, and he's going to do it. Cyclone time. Oh, okay. Maybe a little bit. Oh, and the tie rods is about to collapse right there. Good thing they stopped him right on time. What a good one right there for Melvin the Hamster. It looks like he's waving it to all the crowd right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's see, can this be his night to win the freestyle? If he does, it could be a big game over right there for Sus Ramirez, or Sus can beat him. But we'll see. None of those guys don't have to win freestyle, but if one of them has a better score, we'll see. 9.854. That looks like a big score, and the fans give it 9.350. Expert judge give it 9.588. Well, the meter made it a weird decision, stuff like that, but I'm not so sure. That's how it is and stuff, but still, very proud for Tailgater. That was a good run right there by Melvin the Hamster, as he's really proud for himself for trying to be the one by being the best. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, wow, and your winner goes to Hassan in Shockwave. Congratulations. And it looks like Melvin the Hamster has taken out Pirate's Curse. And yeah, Pirate's Curse looks like he's not going to win overall event champion, because it looks like Tailgater is going to be the winner. Congratulations to Hassan and Shockwave. And there you go. There you have it, everybody. Your overall event champion goes to Melvin the Hamster in Tailgater Monster Truck. What a good race out there. Amazing start right there, as this is absolutely phenomenal how these guys get it up right there. Congratulations to Melvin the Hamster for winning right here at Pittsburgh at the Steel City. All right, everybody, don't forget a shout out to Beammonsters and the other creative guys. Whoever's the creators, we want to say we don't have no rights or any of these trucks or tracks. All rights go to the creators, so we want to give them a great big shout out that they deserve, because they deserve all the, you know, the shout out that they deserve, because the people from the Beammonsters and the Beammonsters community, whatever you can say. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment on my channel, ALS, and share and subscribe. And what a good night, everybody. We will see you guys soon right there for more Monster Jam action. Good night from Pittsburgh.